Good morning folks, and welcome to another review with Armitage leather. Here I'm going to look at the round edger by Ron's Tools, sent to me by Aaron from Rocky Mountain Leather in the US. We came up with a bit of a deal. I bought some, he gave me some discount, and he sent some as well. So between us we've come up with a reasonable list to review, and this is one of them. Now we looked at, or if you haven't seen it, go and have a look at Ron's Tools Montana Edger, specifically, easy to say, specifically designed for thinner leather. The business end tapers down very nicely, making it easy to get to the end a lot easier. This is the big boy of the two tools. This is the number 2, so this is the largest one. This is 1mm, and then there's a number 1 which is 0.8mm, so this is the beastie one. This is for big leather work. It's much chunkier, much larger. The handle's very similar in stature, but overall now we're looking at 158mm total tool length and 29mm wide at the widest point at the handle here, but it still sits very comfortable in the hand and still not as big as some, albeit having used the Montana Edger, this feels massive, but it's not a big tool. This one's housed in beautiful cocobolo. I do believe that the wood is changing to bow coat. Both very stunning, very beautiful woods, so if you order it you may get cocobolo, you may get bow coat. You won't be disappointed with either. They're both stunning. The steel, as I see it, I think it's tooling steel, hardened tooling steel. I don't know. It's not being confirmed, doesn't state on the site, and nobody's been able to answer that question for me just yet. If it crops up, I'll stick it in the comments down below. But it just smacks of quality. It just smacks of somebody who has built a tool, who knows exactly what the tool does, knows exactly what they want that tool to do, and put it all together. We're looking at a little bit more money. We're looking at $89.99. That's $90. So probably the most expensive beveler edger that I've reviewed to date. That'll set you back £63.19. There are only 2 in this range, the number 1 and the number 2. This is the largest, the number 2. I don't think, to be fair, that is an unreasonable price for the quality of cut that you get from this tool and what it gives you. It really does perform. Now, it's designed to be used on thicker leather. The Montana is for thinner, the round for thicker. We'll give it a go at the 1.5. I don't think in truth it's going to touch it. It doesn't, it just rides over the end. So we'll ignore that. We'll go straight to a piece of 2.5mm. Difficult leather, still a little thin, but nonetheless we are getting a bevel from it, and quite a nice one at that. Still a little thin though. We can feel that the tool really wants to be at a greater angle to produce a nice bevel. So 2.5mm for this is a bit shy. Perhaps the number 1, the 0.8mm, will produce a more even and consistent cut. Let's go to the 2.5mm Lamport die-through shoulder. Doesn't struggle with that at all. 6 ounce for those interested. That's actually quite nice, but again, still a little thin. The tool's leaning slightly. I'm going to skip that. That's even thinner than this. It's we're going up to a 3mm now. This is the ropey split leather. However, better angle, much better cut. That tool is sitting at the right angle. So by that rationale then, the number 2 1mm excels at 3mm plus, and 3mm plus 8 ounce plus. Anything 8 ounce and above, that's what this tool is for. If we're going for the 2.5mm, you want the number 1, the 0.8. This is ropey leather. That just chewed it up. Absolutely adored it. 4mm. This is, I think, where this tool lives. On your heavy bridle leather, your saddles, your harness. Yeah. All day long. All day long. Look at that. That was me. Nice recovery. One more. That cannot be argued with. Beautiful bevel every time. Even when you muck it up, you can go back and recover it. It sits in the hand nicely. It just rides on the edge of that leather really, really well. Nice lift on the post. You can see your edge very clearly. Holding it at a good angle, sliding it down, does the job nicely. That fits that task. Not every beveler will do every job. It just doesn't happen. You need the different sizes to do it. I have 6 different pieces of leather. If I have a fine beveler will bevel them all. It will bevel the 1.5, it'll even bevel the 4mm, but it's just a very fine cut. But this will actually give me, if we look at the edge, a nice appearance where we've got a good rounded corner going off each side, and if we were to slick this, it would round that. Very nice for reins, very nice for bridles, belts, luggage straps, handles, all the sort of stuff you would expect a heavy piece of leather to do. This is the tool that you want to bevel it. Absolutely gorgeous. Well presented, beautifully made, does the job. Download the pack from my website, armitageleather.com/shop. Read the points on all the bevelers that I review. Make up your own mind. Don't take my word for it. All of these videos, all of these reviews are all my opinion. So go and try the tool for yourself. Find out who's got one. Speak to other people. See what you think. Certainly, this is mine. I do use it. It sits on the bench. It's in amongst the top 3. I've got 3 sets of bevelers that sit out on the bench all the time, that have been used all the time. They are the Horseshoe brand, the Barry King, and Ron's Tools. If you have one that you think is comparable, or if you have one that you would like reviewing, email me. Let me know. Send me a set. I'll review them for you. Give everybody my thoughts and feelings. But for now, download the pack. If you want to study the techniques or you want to learn more about leatherwork, go to Armitage Leather on Vimeo and learn the skills and techniques there to improve your leather. Folks, I hope that helps. This is a winner without a shadow of a doubt. Absolutely stunning. It is for heavy leather. If we're going from here up, this is fine. Here down, Montana. Folks, take care.